Despite the name, cuttlefish aren't fish at all. They're cephalopods, the same group that includes octopuses and squid. Which means their closest relatives aren't fish, but snails and slugs. Yeah, one of the ocean's smartest predators is technically related to a garden snail. There are over 120 known species of cuttlefish living in oceans around the world, mostly in shallow coastal waters. Some are tiny enough to fit in your hand. Others can grow larger than a football. But nearly all of them share the same basic body plan: 8 arms, 2 feeding tentacles, massive W-shaped eyes, and skin that behaves like living digital camouflage. And unlike octopuses, cuttlefish contain an internal structure called a cuttlebone. It's a lightweight, porous shell that helps control buoyancy, basically acting like a built-in submarine ballast system. That weird white object sold in pet stores for birds to chew on? That's a cuttlebone, a piece of a real cuttlefish. Now here's where things get ridiculous. Cuttlefish camouflage isn't just good, it's almost unbelievable. Within fractions of a second, a cuttlefish can change color, alter brightness, create moving patterns, and even transform the texture of its skin, all at once. It can become sand, coral, rock, seaweed, or open water. And unlike a chameleon, which changes color relatively slowly, a cuttlefish can flash through entire sequences of patterns almost instantly. Scientists still consider it one of the most sophisticated camouflage systems ever discovered. The secret lies inside millions of specialized skin cells. Chromatophores contain pigments that expand and contract like tiny biological pixels. Underneath them are iridophores and leucophores, cells that reflect and scatter light to create shimmering, metallic effects. The result? Skin that behaves almost like a high-speed display screen. But the truly bizarre part is this: cuttlefish don't see color the way humans do. That means an animal capable of producing incredible color displays might not experience color the way we do. Scientists still debate how they pull this off so accurately. Some think they use polarized light. Others believe they read contrast and brightness through their unique W-shaped pupils in ways we don't understand. Either way, they're performing visual tricks that still confuse researchers. And they don't just hide. Sometimes, they perform. Certain species create hypnotic moving waves across their bodies while hunting. It's called the passing cloud display. One species even flashes zebra-like patterns to stun or distract prey before attacking. Imagine watching the ocean floor suddenly come alive, not because something appeared, but because something invisible decided to reveal itself. Cuttlefish don't chase prey for long distances. They stalk, slowly, carefully, like underwater cats. A crab may not even realize it's being watched. The cuttlefish hovers silently, arms tucked, skin perfectly matched to the environment. Then, the feeding tentacles explode forward. Not crawl, not reach, explode. They shoot out so fast that prey often has no time to react. The tentacles grab the victim with suction-lined clubs, pull it back, and the cuttlefish crushes it with a sharp beak hidden beneath its arms. That's right. Under all that smooth alien skin is basically a parrot beak. And cuttlefish are ruthless hunters. Crabs, shrimp, fish, other cephalopods, even each other. Cannibalism isn't unusual, especially when food becomes scarce, because beneath the mesmerizing camouflage and flowing movement, this is still a predator optimized for ambush. This is where cuttlefish become genuinely unsettling, because they aren't just reactive animals. They appear capable of planning, learning, and adapting. In laboratory experiments, cuttlefish have solved puzzles, remembered patterns, learned from observation, and delayed gratification for better rewards later. That last one matters. delayed gratification is considered a sign of advanced cognition. Human children struggle with it. Some animals never develop it at all. Yet cuttlefish have demonstrated behavior suggesting they can resist an immediate reward if they expect something better later. That implies decision-making, possibly even self-control. And remember, most coastal species live only 1 to 2 years. That means they develop extraordinary abilities in an incredibly short lifespan. Imagine reaching that level of intelligence and dying before age 2. Some researchers believe cephalopods evolved intelligence independently from vertebrates like mammals and birds, meaning their minds may work in fundamentally different ways from ours. Not less intelligent, different. An alien intelligence evolved right here on Earth. Now for one of the strangest behaviors in the animal kingdom. Male cuttlefish compete aggressively for mates. Larger males guard females and intimidate rivals through dramatic color displays. But smaller males found a loophole. Instead of fighting stronger competitors, they disguise themselves as females. Seriously, some male cuttlefish hide their masculine display patterns, tuck certain arms into a female-like posture, and sneak past dominant males unnoticed. Then, while the larger male is distracted, the smaller imposter mates with the female. It's deception, strategy, social manipulation in an invertebrate, and it works often enough that the behavior keeps evolving, which means cuttlefish society is far more complex than most people imagine. For all their intelligence and beauty, most cuttlefish live shockingly short lives, usually just 1 or 2 years. After mating, many species enter rapid decline. Their bodies weaken, their skin loses vibrancy, movement slows. Females often spend their final days guarding eggs hidden among rocks or coral. And then, they die. An entire life compressed into a single year. Born as tiny hunters, masters of camouflage, predators, problem solvers, gone almost as quickly as they arrived, and yet every generation repeats the cycle. Millions of years of evolution, compressed into brief flashes of color beneath the sea. The cuttlefish feels impossible, a color-sensing animal with living camouflage, a soft-bodied hunter with a razor-sharp beak, a creature capable of deception, memory, and rapid learning, yet with a lifespan shorter than most household pets. And maybe that's what makes them so fascinating, because the deeper we explore Earth's oceans, the more we realize intelligence didn't evolve just once. Nature kept experimenting, and somewhere beneath the waves, it created an animal that looks less like the past of life on Earth, and more like something from another world.